Welcome to another edition of Understanding HUD, here's Understanding How. And again, I'm showing you the website, HUD-Homestore.gov, because that's where it all starts. So let's talk for just a minute about HUD homes for sale and the listing periods and how you can search for those and that type of thing. Again, I showed you HUD-Homestore.gov, which was the main website. It's where it all starts. You can go there, and if you know the property address, you can put it in. If you know the case number, it's generally a 281- number, you can put that in. Or you could just simply put in the state, and that will give you all of the active listings at the time. Now, you may see a listing or that's a HUD property, and when you go online, if you search for it and it's not there, then that property is not available. It is under contract, and when HUD accepts a bid on a property, it's removed from the website because they don't take backup offers during that period of time. Now, when you're looking for these properties and you go into the website and find one, you'll see an area called eligible bidders. That will be owner-occupants, nonprofits, and government agencies in the initial bid period, generally about a 10-day period, where only those people can make bids on these properties. There will be a bid submission deadline. It's generally at the 1 second before midnight of the day before all bids would be looked at the next day that are eligible. Should the listing period pass through for owner-occupants, HUD may or may not extend the owner-occupant period. If they don't, it will go to all bidders, and at that point, certainly investors would have an opportunity. On the website of each property, on their pages, you have the eligibility as far as financing. You're going to have 3 different types. You're going to have FHA, which includes the FHA 203B, and then you could have the FHA 203K, which is a rehabilitation mortgage, and your realtor would be able to explain how that works. You may see something like UI, which means uninsured. That means that there is no FHA or government loans on those properties because of condition. Also, within the website, you'll see addendums. You need to pay particular attention to those. That's your property condition report, where an inspection has been made by a field service manager to assess any issues that may have to be with the utilities and any insecurities that may be with the structure. Also, you have the property inspection report, and what that's going to do is that will list out what you call MPR, which is minimum property requirements for lending. May not be your minimum property requirements, but they'd be the minimum for your lender. When looking at these property condition reports, you're going to be able to determine whether or not a utility can be activated. If it shows that the pressure test failed on the water system, you will not be able to activate it with water. You'll have to do a pressure test. If the electrical system failed in someone, and when I say failed, they don't tell you exactly what the failure is. It's just that the system did not properly function. Same thing with the gas. As far as the purchasing, you can always pay cash. Cash buys anything. But there's also an area where you have conventional, and that would where you'd be getting a bank loan or an internal bank loan. And there are several lending opportunities that are out there as far as these properties are concerned. So again, call a realtor when you've located a property, or if you just want them to locate them and help you find one. But ask them this question: do you know HUD? And if they say, then that's your golden ticket. That's the person that you want to work with. All right. Hope to see you again. Have a blessed day.